business because they want to stop dead. You're nasty.
I'm not your enemy. I'm
Sagittarius, so you know I'm an optimist.
Shut up. You should be happy I'm here. You know, I'm showing you bitches how to do it.
And but fully aware of what y'all say about me.
Fuck the bitch.
Number one.
You're beneath me, you will always be. Don't ever get it twisted.
I'ma cut the bitch.
See, that's what I'm talking. Vagina. Give me some of that vagina.
Suck some dick.
If you don't like me, that's fine. But, you know,
cut the bitch.
Y'all bitches is stupid. Y'all bitches is miserable. Y'all bitches is dumb. Y'all bitches gonna make me go back to my old ways. And I've been trying to change, but y'all got me fucked up.
What's up, it's your girl Kana Don, and welcome to Sagittarius Vibes, where I pop shit, we politic, and I keep it player. Now let's run these streets. Y'all, we are in episode 4 of Bad Bitches Only season 2, and let me pose this question. Isn't bad bitches supposed to control their liquor? I mean, I'm all for having a good time, but when you become belligerent, when you become irate, and no one can control you, or at least tell you to pipe it the hell down, you gotta get your ass up out of here. And I posed this question because, y'all, this episode, Hose was a drunken fool. Do you hear me? It was a mess. So, y'all, we starting off in this episode with the new girl, Dom, making her presence be known. She is newly casted to this edition of Bad Bitches Only, and she's tall, she's chocolate, she's stacked up, she's very beautiful. As the girls came in from their challenge, Dom was there present and greeting the girls. And Dom had a few things to get off her chest in her confessional about her first impressions of the girls. And per Dom words was, she said they look sick, they look tired, and she insinuated that some of y'all hoes stink. And I said, Dom, that's how we gonna give it up on your first day, mamita? So, y'all, we leave off with JG and Slim banging it the hell out. And they was rumbling, do you hear me? And it was hard to call who won because they both was giving it everything that they had. And for Slim to be taller than JG, I'm not going to hold you. And Slim, you are one of my favorites. You've been one of my favorites since the hookup. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very honest with you. JG was holding her own with you. For you to be taller than JG was holding her own with you. But I will say this, y'all. They was banging it the hell out. So I couldn't even call who really won between them. So we just gonna say it was a tie. And if y'all hoes decide to get in the field, y'all better make it a tiebreaker. So, y'all, after Slim and JG fight, you know, we got a little messy drop. Slim says JG look like she just sits in a goddamn trap house all damn day. And you know, Slim, I would be offended and try to like push the envelope on what you really meant by that shit. But I can't be offended because I don't really think you had no real ill intent towards the girl, versus I do feel like she had ill intent for you because she never seen it from you from the moment y'all sat down and started talking, and she made that clear in her confessionals. But nonetheless, JG, she said your ass look like you be sitting in the trap house all goddamn day. So, girl, tighten up on your aesthetic. But what I will say, JG, is she cute as fuck. So, you know, it is what it is. So after they fight, the girls start discussing like when and where to find their rooms and shit. Big Lex, she stands up, make her grand announcement and says the OGs know where their rooms are. Now the newbies have to find theirs. but the girls' rooms were already pre-selected as well as their roommates' room. So the girls already had, you know, structure going on. So it wasn't like everybody was sitting here fighting over a room. I mean, this is bad bitches only. Bitches don't fight over rooms. We just take them. No shade, no tea. So y'all, as the girls are looking for their rooms, Big Lex noticed that LaRue still ain't there. So guess what Big Lex do? She get on her bully shit again, and she goes that this is her room, and LaRue, if she wants to be in that room, you know, she gonna have to pretty much get it back in blood, so to speak. And you know, I feel like this, Big Lex. I feel like you keep beating around a bush that you want to line it up with LaRue again, but you don't want to come off as a pressed ass bitch, because you giving pressed ass bitch when it comes to LaRue. Like, I feel like LaRue bothers you and gets up under your skin, and I kind of see why she does, but I'm not going to put that jacket on your back just yet. I'm going to let you show your hand first. Nonetheless, it's giving you need that though, Big Legs. So if that's the case, just get it, mamita, and stop beating around the bush saying little smart ass shit and acting like you piping it so goddamn hard. And you want to know what though, sidebar, Lex, I feel like you piping up this much because LaRue and Sav won last season. You didn't. So I feel like you putting your fucking ball in the court this season. And I'm not mad at it, mamita, at all. But it's a way to be a bad bitch. But at the same time, everybody's ways are different. No shade. Child, another newcomer comes in, and that's my girl Caribbean, aka I got that dog in me. Caribbean is so goddamn pretty, G. Like, I love a pretty ass woman who can throw them hands, man. And she gives such like cute, innocent, very like classy, but Caribbean be dogging hoes. Do you hear me? Then we have another newcomer to BBO, and that's Legacy. And y'all, I've known of Legacy since her very first time on Now That's TV, and baby girl has really been showing up and showing out, and I'm so proud of her for standing up for herself and, you know, putting herself in position to get more opportunities within the network. Like, when she first started, y'all, she was so timid and so quiet and so shy, but she never gave pussy. And that's what I love about Legacy. So I thought that her being a new addition to the BBO cast season 2 was a great pick. Now, I'm not gonna hold you. I cannot stand that my girl Mel get left out of these opportunities, but I also feel like Mel gotta work on her damn attitude. But nonetheless, that's just a little mini sidebar, y'all. Moving forward. So, y'all, that makes 3 new additions to the BBO cast. So, y'all, the girls is mingling, they vibing, they chilling, and Tequila, aka Tequila, is drunk as hell, and she is still looking and calling out Ghetto Barbie. And you want to know what? I just feel like Tequila, aka Miss Tequila, mamita, is a drunken fool, a drunken mess. So while the girls is mingling, eating, and vibing, we get to Big Lex confessional, and she goes, "Is this the Legacy y'all be hyping up?" Messy drop. She said that Legacy is trash, child. And she looked like some old ass French fries. And she was not impressed. And I'm like, Lex, are you fucking serious, bitch? And what gagged me is she said Legacy looked like the last bit of French fries that be left in a bag. And I fell out because Lex is a damn fool. Do you hear me, y'all? When I tell you Lex is a fool and she funny as shit, but she got a mean girl spirit in her this season, and I don't know where the fuck it's coming from. So after Big Lex get the popping shit about Legacy, the producer, aka the host, Blueface Barbie, she welcomes the new girls and, you know, give the new girls an opportunity to see everybody, meet everybody, and kind of like introduce themselves to everybody. Y'all, Tequila hops her ass on the table with everybody food being on the table. I'm telling y'all, Tequila, aka Miss Tequila, is drunk as shit. And she continues to emphasize her grievances on if anybody got a problem with her, they need to speak up because she's tired of people being nice, you know, in her face, or better yet, she being nice to people and they feel some way about her, which is so crazy because now that I think about it as I'm recapping this shit back, y'all, I feel like Takayla really popping shit like this because of Big Lex, because you and Big Lex got into it last season and Big Lex worked your ass and you've been feeling some way about it. But in the first episode, you had an opportunity to shoot your fade with Big Lex and you was stuttering like you couldn't even get your shit out your throat. But yet, now that you got this liquor in your system, girl, you are acting a damn fool, and the hoe had been drinking Don Julio and champagne all fucking night, y'all. Y'all, I'm talking about this hoe acting a goddamn foolio off that Don Julio and champagne all goddamn night. But that was just my observations on what I felt like Takayla's real issue was, because everybody didn't have a problem with Takayla. Everybody was giving Takayla her 10s and calling her beautiful the entire time that she was there and having interactions with her. So, you know, her having this, you know, unwarranted ass feelings about the newbies is really misdirected energy from what I see. And yo, I'm not gonna hold you. The whole time she was asking about if hoes like had a problem with her, it was giving Jenny and Sammy, if you know something, tell me. If you know something, tell me. Now you gotta be a motherfucking millennial and have watched Jersey Shore to even know where I even got that goddamn soundbite from. Anyway, so y'all, the new girl Dom feel like she should have been welcomed instead of welcoming these bitches because she's new. But girl, blame your drunk ass friend, because Dom said that she knows Takayla and that Takayla is her bitch. And she's known Takayla, I guess they met in Miami or some shit like that. Nonetheless, they know each other and they have a rapport of friendship with one another. And I feel like if you feel some type of way, your homegirl pretty much took the shine away from you because she made it all about her that particular moment. So y'all, Ghetto Barbie and Tequila, they start discussing their whole issue between them. And turns out there never was an issue, because this shit all stemmed from when they was in a line and they needed to pick who was the weakest and the baddest bitch in the house. And bitches was constantly picking Ghetto Barbie. And when it became Ghetto Barbie turn, Ghetto Barbie picked the 3 bitches that she felt like was the weakest bitch that tried to play on her top. And Takayla, she never said anything to you. And you want to know what? As I sat there and I thought about it and I replayed the shit in my head, y'all, Ghetto Barbie never said anything to Takayla. Never mentioned Takayla, never spoke on Takayla, never pointed to Takayla, never said anything to Takayla, and Takayla never said anything to Ghetto Barbie, which is the craziest shit. And this is why I say, girl, you was a drunken fucking fool, because you got outside your motherfucking mind and you misdirected that energy, because you really should have been fighting Slim. Slim is the bitch you should have been fighting, but yeah, you ran up on motherfucking Ghetto Barbie. Girl, what you... I think Takayla's ass was so drunk that she forgot who she even had a real problem with at that moment, because it was never Ghetto fucking Barbie. Ghetto Barbie literally told Tequila that the problem was never with her, but yet Takayla want to keep insinuating this bullshit as if there's a problem. But now I realize the only reason why Takayla wanted to keep fighting and Ghetto Barbie clocked it is because you lost. Ghetto Barbie worked you both rounds, and that's the real reason you wanted to keep piping up, because a newbie came in and she whooped your ass. So Messy drop, y'all. Tokyo has a confessional and says Takayla keep popping the fat shit to Ghetto Barbie. Basically keep saying this fat bitch this and this fat hoe that, and just keep on calling Ghetto Barbie fat. And let me be very clear with y'all. There's nothing fat about Ghetto Barbie. She thick than a motherfucker. Ass is fat as hell. Thighs is thick. Titties be popping like shorty. Body is really tea. And we are black people, y'all. What people call fat, we call thick. And to be quite frankly, there's nothing fat about Ghetto Barbie. But Takayla kept on calling Ghetto Barbie fat. And Tokyo was starting to feel some type of way, because she said, all right now, bitch, you can stop with all that fat shit. She said, now I could see, you know what I'm saying, if you was calling her Dusty, because Ghetto Barbie is giving Dusty. but she ain't fat. And I said, child, I fucking knew it. When I tell you, y'all, I fucking knew it. They looked at Ghetto Barbie, they sized her up, and they automatically deemed her not to be a bad bitch. These bitches got too many little fly-ass, smart-ass remarks towards Ghetto Barbie, and it's really fucking unwarranted. But one thing I can say is, I'm so happy that Ghetto Barbie is giving you bitches a run for their money. And let me do a little sidebar. LaRue had a confessional, and she said that she had called some of the OGs in the house, and they told her that this is Ghetto Barbie season, and I'm gonna have to clock it, but don't sleep on my bitch Pretty Pete, because I'm always rooting for the home team nonetheless. So y'all, Tequila just act like she did not want to drop it and let it go. And like I said, it's simply because, you know, Ghetto Barbie took our ass through there a couple rounds. So Big Lex stands up and asks the girls how they feel about Legacy and Caribbean being there, and child Tequila, aka Tequila, gonna say she like both of them, but this is not YNR. I said, child, I know you fucking lying, cause you sitting here acting like a YNR bitch, yet you the old bitch. And it's so funny cause Legacy and Caribbean, they clocked the shit like, y'all hoes acting like this is bad bitches only, but you sitting here fighting like this is goddamn YNR. Are we on the wrong show? Like, girl, what the hell is you talking about? Like, girl, the goddamn hypocrisy is a goddamn fool. So, y'all, Legacy is now making her speech about how she is excited about being a part of the cast and how this is something that she wanted to enjoy and do, and that she feels great about being around a bunch of women that got things going on for herself. Pretty much she feels like she's in good company. And all of a sudden, Tequila get to throwing goddamn shit at Ghetto Barbie, and they start throwing shit at each other. And Tequila kept calling Ghetto Barbie out over and over and over, and Ghetto Barbie was over it, because at this point, bitch, I fought you 2 times, I worked your ass, and then I fought you basically for no goddamn reason. Like, there was no real reason for Ghetto Barbie and Tequila to even fight, because, girl, you stepped out of line for no goddamn reason, and nobody was even talking to you. Y'all, when I tell you everybody was over this shit, everybody was over this shit, because Tequila was making a fucking scene, bro. Like, she was just piping it up. Like, this episode was really giving the Tequila show. I'm not gonna hold you, but it wasn't giving that in the best way. It made you look horrible, girl. Like, girl, first season, it was giving you was drunk and acting like a smut. This season is giving you a drunk and acting like a child. And that's not a good look for you, because you are such a beautiful girl. And I like the way you give it up in a sense of your aesthetic. But when you get a little bit of that liquor in your system, your personality turn different. And I don't like you type of bitches. I don't like the type of bitch that get liquor in her system and that's not like that when she doesn't have any in her system. Because, baby, when I tell you I don't need no substance to alter my motherfucking personality, I get it in every goddamn time, and I don't need nothing to hype me up, bitch. I'm naturally hyped up. What Fabo say? I'm naturally geeked up, bitch. I don't need none of that. So to know that, Tequila, you are one of those people that get liquor in their system, you get to acting overtly sexual, and then you get to acting very childish, and you can't self-regulate your temper, bitch, you do too much for me. Messy dropped, so Big Lex says she don't know if Ghetto Barbie is an easy fade or not, because she don't understand why Tequila keep on coming at her. Because when her and Tequila fought, she didn't have his energy and she didn't want to fight no more. And Big Lex said she loved that Tequila is giving his energy for them other hoes though. And bitch, I died, because when I tell y'all, Big Lex is eating bitches up in these confessionals, and I'm so like, I don't know if I want to like the bitch if I don't, because it's like, bitch, I don't like that mean-spirited ass shit, but Big Lex is funny than a motherfucking these confessionals, G. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all, mini sidebar, LaRue has made her appearance, and my girl is back in the motherfucking house. Do you hear me? Put together. My bitch went to go get her hair redone, got herself together. Thank you. So, y'all, at this moment, Barbie, the producer, calls for elimination. And apparently, the girls have to make every day count because elimination is going to be every day. I need y'all to remember that this is a season, better yet, a show where you get a substantial amount of money for being the last bad bitch standing, and you essentially get a spot for next season to be an OG. And this season, though, it's a little different because now we have a panel of judges that is eliminating the girls every single day to the last girl standing. Now, last season, 2 girls won, like I said before, Sav and LaRue. Let's see if 2 girls take it home this season or if it's really going to be one bad bitch only. Now, as the girls are waiting, some of the girls are politicking with one another, specifically Pretty P, Sav, and Tokyo. They in the corner, they somewhere vibing, talking. And one thing I love so much is just how the girls embrace Pretty P, because let me tell you something, Pretty P is just a real ass bitch, and I'm so proud of how she's showing up and standing out, especially from where we from. Because when we tell a bitch like, oh, we from Milwaukee, bitches get real weird, like they won't get slapped in their motherfucking mouth. Bitches get real weird when you say you're from Wisconsin, and for some reason they brain click to there's no potential threat of being punched in their mouth. And let me tell you something. I am from the land of bitch. We pull up and we show out, bitch, every single time. I'm a North Side baby, bitch. It can get real in the field every single time. Don't let the state confuse you, bitches, and don't let the state get it misconstrued. You will get your ass packed out. Do you understand me? So I'll say that to say I'm so proud of how Pretty P is just showing up and showing out, giving such class, such demure, such looks, and she throwing them fucking hands like she was taught to do. Do you understand me? So shout out to you, Bookie Butt. We love you here. Like I said before, bitch, always rooting for the home team. So y'all, now we are at goddamn eliminations. And we got 5 judges this time. Now, last season, we didn't have no judge. This season, baby, we got 5 judges, and they are a part of production. And Barbie, the producer, is one of the judges. This is pretty much, you know, her show. She even picked the girls. And so now, as the girls are lining up and every girl is coming out one by one, now all the girls are there and they are fully present. And baby, Blueface Barbie, the producer, she looked at them hoes and she said she is not impressed. Now, I feel a goddamn way a little bit because, bitch, it is one white hoe sitting in the middle with 4 black women sitting on the panel. Roughly, I'm going to say 5. It might be 6 of them, y'all. I might be miscounting, bitch. And it is one white hoe sitting in the middle looking at a group of black women saying that she is not impressed. And I am weak. Do you hear me? I am weak because, bitch, no shade, no tea. Producer, Blueface Barbie, Izzy, I'm not going to hold you, but I'm going to hold your hand. You may have picked them girls, but every bitch on there definitely gave bad bitch. It didn't matter what the fuck they had on. And Blueface Barbie said that she wasn't impressed by how the girls had came out for elimination because a bad bitch stay on point at all times. Mom, let me remind y'all, true enough, they were supposed to look their best at elimination because at the end of the day, let's take it back old school when we had the days of Flavor of Love, For the Love of Ray J, I Love New York. Like, we had so many shows that when it came down to elimination, you had to put on your best and you had to look your best and you had to be presentable because, girl, you don't know if your ass gonna still be here or not. So, Blueface Barbie, I do understand why you said what you said, and I do understand why you're doing what you're doing. It sets a precedence for the show, and it makes a lot of goddamn sense. Yes, this is bad bitches only, so if you're gonna call yourself being a bad bitch, you indeed need to be on your shit, and you indeed need to remain and aesthetically pleasing at every goddamn time, every occasion when you are in this type of goddamn environment. But I'm not gonna goddamn hold you. I said, bitch, I know you fucking lying because it's a white hoe sitting in the middle of 5 goddamn black bitches telling a group of black bitches that she not impressed. And I know motherfuckers like, Kane, why you taking it there? Cause bitch, I'm black, blackity black, black, and I'm gonna use that term because y'all hoes don't want to be called nothing else but goddamn black. Because if I get to speaking about your indigenous American heritage, you tighten up. You bitches tighten up. I'm black. So I'm going to speak in layman terms when I'm speaking to you bitches. I'm everything goddamn black. And when it comes down to it, bitch, I'm going to always choose a nigga every goddamn day. I say that to say that when I noticed this shit, it made me like, oh okay, I see, but at the same time, I do understand the standard that's being set. Basically saying a bad bitch always comes prepared no matter the occasion. And I said, oh, okay, clock it, bitch. I ain't mad at it. The girls did not look bad. So let me just be very clear. The girls did not look bad, but they did not look elimination ready. So, y'all, they had like several girls that they picked to give money and their glass of champagne to, right? And Slim was the first girl that they picked. And she looked the fuck good. Like, Slim is tall, very slim. That's why we call her Slim. And she light skinned and shit. And she's just a real pretty girl to me. And she has such a very bubbly personality. Like, Slim just got a very good vibe about her. So I can't even see how you bitches would hate on Slim unless you like hating on the way she looked, because Shorty just a vibe and a good time. Slim got her shit. She looked the fuck good. When Slim went to go get her money, y'all, and her champagne, Slim turned to them hoes and said, who the weak bitch now? Took a sip of her champagne, and I gagged. And I loved every minute of it, because you bitches did try to play in my bitch face. She definitely had some of you hoes gag, and she was the first pick. Especially your ass, Tokyo, because you claimed that Slim didn't deserve to be there. So at this moment too, y'all, they found out who the winning team was, and it was Tequela's team. Shout out to Pretty P for picking the girls, and shout out to Big Lex for leading the team. Leading to Big Lex leading the team. As they called Tequila up, Big Lex and Tequila kind of get into a little back and forth, because Big Lex made it known that Tequila set her ass out because she was upset about her hair not being done. And these are facts. That's exactly what happened. She set her ass on that Sprinter, getting drunk off that Don Julio, getting belligerent out her damn mind. And Big Lex took charge of the girls, and that's how they end up winning. And Pretty P picked the team. That's also how they ass ended up winning. Tequila had nothing to do with the team winning. She didn't have any involvement. So Lex made that clear to the judges, and Tequila was up there popping it. I'm talking about her and Tequila was going back and forth. And let me do a little mini sidebar. When Tequila was in the house popping her shit, Tequila said she'll run it with anybody, newbies and OGs. That Don Julio gave my girl fucking courage, and that bitch started acting like a goddamn foolio the whole entire goddamn day and goddamn night. She had been on one, and she had been drinking the entire time, y'all. So, y'all, the judges tell Tequila to get her ass back in line, and they tell Big Lex to come up and get her champagne and get her money. Then the baddest bitch that was voted unanimously by all the girls, aka Big Sav, that's my bitch, I love me some Sav, she gets called and she gets her money in her champagne glass. Then the next girl who running shit and clocking shit and ain't playing with you hoes, aka Ghetto Barbie, she gets her money in her champagne. Then there was Cartier, then there was Ari, and then one of the producer girls picks Heaven Marie to get her champagne and her money, and she says that she picked her because she was the only one that had that shit on. If y'all seen what the fuck Heaven Marie had on, girl, bitch, do you know how to dress? And let me tell you something, this ain't even no shade to Heaven Marie, because I understand why Heaven Marie had on what she had on, but it was tacky to me. Let's just be very clear. It was tacky. It looked tacky. She's such a cute girl, and she has a nice shape, and she could have wore something completely different than what she decided to put on for her first day. But the girl to pick Heaven Marie to say, oh, she had that shit on, girl, I'm questioning your motherfucking judgment. Should you even be sitting your monkey ass up there? Nonetheless, then my girl LaRue was picked by the producer Blueface Barbie, and as Blueface Barbie giving LaRue her tens, you know, some of the girls was talking in the background. So one of the producers, who is cute as shit, by the way, and you could tell like the bitch is stern and she not playing no games with bitches, she goes, let me tell y'all something, pretty much putting shit on the floor. Y'all will not disrespect the judges. When they tell y'all to be quiet, you will be quiet. And they not tolerating none of that shit from none of you bitches. And she said it respectfully. I'm just saying it the way that I want to say it because this is my shit. But when it came to them, she made it very clear that it's no tolerating no bullshit from them. And so tell me why Big Lex ass gonna go, is this the appropriate time to ask a question? And she says no. And Big Lex says, well, I'm gonna ask it anyway. Bitch, I fell out. I fell the fuck out because Big Lex is so rude and unruly and really popping it and not giving a fuck. But let me tell you something, Lex. That's not going to help you win this shit. That's not going to help you win this show. It don't matter how many challenges you do win, or it don't matter how many challenges you get picked for to lead in any capacity. That nasty ass attitude ain't going to get you nowhere. They would take a bitch that lost every challenge over you every time because her personality and her vibe. And you're not giving a good vibe, babe. You giving off a very mean-spirited. And if you think that that's going to help you come up in this atmosphere based off of how you gave it up last season because you didn't win, you sadly mistaken, Bookie Butt. Baby, she shut Big Lex ass down and she kept it goddamn moving. She told Big Lex, we gonna handle that once we get done with these girls, then you can ask your questions. The next person that they called up was Tokyo. I said, y'all, Big Lex is a fucking trip. The next person they called after Tokyo was my girl, Pretty P, and I love that for her. I'm always going to love when she get acknowledged because Pretty P is one of the most authentic girls to me, to be quite frank, and not because she's from my hometown, but simply because of how I've watched her carry herself throughout the duration of being on these shows. She just naturally got that shit, and that's just what it is. The next girl they called her was a new girl that had just came in the house, and that was Dom. She was a producer's pick. The next girl they called up was JG. And I love that for JG because I'm not going to hold you. JG, you rub me the wrong way a little bit, Bookie, but I do fuck with you in a sense. I want to see more of your personality. And I hope that was just like a flaw of yours. And I'm going to leave it at that. The next girl that they picked, which was a producer pick, was my girl Caribbean. And the next girl that they picked was my girl Legacy. And the three girls that were up for elimination was Bossy Cash, Tequila Miss Tequila, and Dayla Dow. And they all had to come to the front. And the producers pretty much said that Tequila has a listening fucking problem. They also said they feel like Dayla Dow should pop it a little bit more. She is not as vocal as the other girls just yet, but she just got there. So it's like, I don't know what more do y'all want her to do and say at this moment. She knew she shouldn't create issues where there is none. Let her still feel her way out and get herself, acclimated to whatever environment that she want to create in this space. So y'all, before they can even get to their sentiments when it comes to Bossy Cash, tell me why Tequila decided to op herself the fuck out. She said before she let a group of hoes tell her that she is eliminated, she will gladly get the fuck on. And one of the producers so funny, she said, well, that made it easy. I said, bitch, clock it, because I was ready for her drunk ass to go anyway. Y'all, that is the end of episode 4, season 2 of Bad Bitches Only. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, hit that bell notification, and comment down below, ho. I'm about to go back in the goddamn house because that hoe got on my goddamn nerves. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.